We interrupt the same 3 commercials we play over and over, to bring you this important news bulletin. A crazy ugly maniac has escaped from a cheap horror film and is believed to be armed with poor editing and a lack of continuity, making it possible for him to turn up anywhere. All high school and college students are advised to observe standard safety protocol and walk off in the dark by themselves while shouting out each other's names. If you find the maniac lying on the ground and he appears to be dead, be sure to very slowly step over him from a position that puts one of your ankles about 2 inches from his hand. We'll bring you more on this developing by the numbers story later. But first, it's time for Dr. Lady to do a creepy Cheapies mask video.
Hello and welcome to the Library of Horror Hotel, where apparently it's time for another Creepy Cheapies where we talk about a cool mask. You know, a certain type of subgenre of zombie turned up first, I believe, in the 1985 movie Day of the Dead, and 84. No, it wasn't 84, it was 85. 1985. He thinks it was 1984. No, they may have filmed it, shot it, photographed it in 1984, but I'm pretty sure it was released in 85. Look, if you were going to start an argument about it, why did you bring this up during the rehearsal? That's right, we never do rehearsals. Well, I believe it was 1985. Yeah. The Day of the Dead came out and it had a zombie called Dr. Tongue, who was a guy with his whole bottom jaw missing and he had the tongue hanging out. And it was the first time anybody had seen anything quite like that. It was created by Tom Savini for the movie. And since then, it kind of caught on as a mini theme, a sort of subgenre among zombies, to have the bottom jaw either missing or broken or something, and that tongue going on down there. And there have been a few masks inspired by that. Harry Inman did one that I used to have called just Broken Jawed Zombie, and then another one that he just called Jawless or Missing Jawed Zombie. I used to have all the cool stuff, but I don't now. But I did back then. And, well, there have been a number of others over the years, and it's gotten to where they kind of all look alike. I'm like, yeah, there's another Dr. Tongue knockoff because it's got the same. Here's one that I thought kind of stood out from the crowd as something a little special, something very distinctive. Here he is, the guy who brushed his teeth with gunpowder and shot off his mouth, Jawbreaker. Now, why do I like him better than some of the other sort of Dr. Tongue-ish guys? He kind of takes it a step farther, all right? He takes it to that proverbial cliched next level you keep hearing about. I think he does anyway, because he's also got half his face missing instead of just the bottom jaw. And he does have his jaw. Well, it's still sort of stuck on there, but the thing is, the thing that's different about that is that when you first look at most of the Dr. Tongue-esque guys, you see something kind of like close to what was in Day of the Dead, which is an old man with the tongue hanging down. This one is so far gone. Yeah, you look pretty fresh in a way, but it's hard to tell with you zombie types. He's so far gone that your first impact, your first impression, the first thing you get when you look at him, other than stomach distress maybe, is a skull with a tongue below it. So it really has a whole different look, and it looks a lot more deathly. It looks a lot more dead. It looks a lot less like a victim and more like something supernatural and weird and not human at all. You're welcome. Yeah, he wanted to return the compliment. Now this will run you about $100, which is pushing the edge of the Creepy Cheapies normal thing. But you know, this is the year 2068, so you know, even the dead people have to change a little with the times. Prices have gone up, and right? No, he doesn't know. And if he does, he's not saying. By the way, what do you eat? How do you bite people and eat their flesh when you don't? You don't, Mr. Jawbreaker. You just suck on jawbreakers. No. Well, you like jawbreakers? You do. Okay. He likes to suck on Jawbreakers. Were you on Ed, Edd and Eddy cartoons? Wasn't that what they always were about? Was everybody wanted Jawbreakers? Wasn't that? I don't know. Maybe they wanted you, but I doubt it. I don't think anybody wants you except people who want to really scare the daylights or even the nightlights out of other people at Halloween, at the haunted house or the haunted cemetery or the haunted podiatrists or the haunted whatever it is you're haunting. Man, this thing is scary. Came out in 2000, what year was it? 1978. What is it with you zombies and your bad memories for dates? I don't think he was around in 1978. I think he came out back in 2026, Mr. Jawbreaker. And by the way, it is said that this is a resculpt of an earlier version from the creepers at, where'd you come from? Tell them. That's right, you don't say much. Horror Dome. He came from Horror Dome. And he was, how much do you cost? $98.99, I think, $98.99. So I'm going to say that's technically under 100. Anyway, supposedly this is a resculpt of basically the same character that was out before, but the 2026 version is a new sculpture. I could not, for the afterlife of me, find a picture of that first version. So supposedly there's one that looks pretty much just like this, but this is a new sculpt. So if you have one of those, if you have one of the first edition ones, you should share a picture, because even I don't have a picture of that one, okay? This guy, but a slightly different sculpture, which means it would have the tongue hanging down and the broken jaw and all that, but would have a little bit different detailing in terms of wrinkles and cracks and lines and so forth. You see that? Now he's got pretty good hair on here. This isn't that phony looking stuff that I don't like that a lot of production masks use these days. No, this is pretty decent stuff. And the pictures on the Horror Dome website make it seem like he's only got a patch of hair on either side and then none in the back. But I don't know if this is the same on all of them because I don't have all of them. But at least on this one, you can see it goes all the way around. Let me tip him. See that? So the hair goes all the way around on some of them, which I think is a great idea, because if it does go all the way around, it's that much easier to costume, because you don't have to worry about the back of the neck showing or the slit or anything, because the hair hangs down, right? As far as what you wear with him, well, whatever he was wearing when he got hit by that pickle truck or whatever it was that did this to him. Mr. Jawbreaker, by the way, don't be frightened. He's not threatening to break your jaw. He's more a jawbreaker in the sense of, oh, I don't know, if you dropped your phone, you could say you were a phone dropper. So, see, he broke his own jaw. I don't know. It could have been trying to eat some of those beer nuts. Did you ever have those? Sometimes those are, or corn nuts too. Sometimes those are, could have been biting down on. Or he could have mistaken a rock for a potato chip or something and bit down on. But I don't think so. I think it was either a hunting accident or a landmine to the face, something like that. But he's still up and around, up and at 'em, because the brain was not affected, as you can see. So you know what they say, ever since 1968, kill the brain and you kill the ghoul or zombie. Well, his brain is still functioning to some extent, as Wolfie likes to say, to a certain extent. But there he is. What a creepy thing. Very high quality paint job going on here too. I hope you can see he's got that one lifeless blob that used to be an eyeball staring, looking around. And from one side, he really looks like a skull. And then from the front, you got kind of the Dr. Tongue look, but more horrifying, I think, even than that. And you could certainly show him from this side as people come through the haunted house or whatever you're haunting. You could show him kind of from this side and then have him turn around, with the person wearing him turn around and reveal that the other side is even worse, you know, because you could start with his human-ish side and then have him spin around and show that the other side of him is mostly bone. Yeah. And thank you for helping with today's video. I'll buy you some Jawbreakers later down at the candy store. It's hard to believe we still have candy stores in the United States, but we do. Anyway, you can wear anything pretty much with him that you want him to be wearing. which is always a good thing about zombies. You don't have to go to a lot of trouble to have a really complicated costume. You don't have to have a fancy, expensive, elaborate, almost impossible to fabricate costume like you would for Creature from the Black Lagoon, or the Predator, or Pumpkinhead, or the Alien, or Moo from Visitors to the Arcana Galaxy. Oh, you're right. Visitors from the Arcana Galaxy. Yeah, he's right. Anyway, big thumbs up. Big, bloody, gruesome, bony, zombie horror thumbs up for Jawbreaker 26 from the Weirdos at Horror Dome. And if you do end up with one of these, compare it to the photos and see if you've seen an older version that looks like it, because I couldn't find it. All right, that's pretty much all from us. Now I'm going to go check all the doors and windows and make sure no murderers or escaped mental patients have gotten into the building. Oh, that's true. He says if any have, I should just let him deal with them.